He's just good.
I know. He's
good.
He's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make this. Wait, I'm a Warlock. Lol.
Yeah, like if Mufasa had Smash for Magnans, he wouldn't have died that night.
Right. He would have no problem. He would have no problem whatsoever, man.
Okay.
Anyways, another match for the folks at home. Let's do this.
Yeah, man. What do we got? We got Iggy and
no, we have Phenom.
No, I'm looking at these.
What are you talking about? It's Phenom and Sethlon. It says so on the monitor.
Phenom and Sethlon. Wow.
You just got unsponsored for commentary. No.
Wow.
Wow.
It all happened so quick.
You don't fire me. I quit.
It was all a dream.
Dude, we can definitely clown with that, man. Biggie Smalls. We're done.
Burn. Okay.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. But Phenom has been making a lot of strides, especially with his Fox play. But he has that Greninja in the pocket as well as a Kirby. Right now, we're going to be seeing that Fox for game number 1. It's going to be on Smashville. Interesting decision overall from the stage standpoint. I think that this really benefits Roy, primarily because the edge of this stage is really close to the blast zone.
Now, that was interesting to me. The fact that he went for his punish was an up smash, early percentage. Like, is that ever safe? As a Fox player, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, but he knows better than me, so I'll go with it. Nice.
I forgot that. I took out my headset to go do off-stream shenanigans, and I realized that the stream could see me. Apologies. Anyways, getting back into the match. Relatively close right now. I think the reason why we're seeing Sethlon on a bit of a deficit is because primarily Sethlon has not been able to exert stage dominance, right? You notice that Sethlon right now continuously backed into the corner. Even though Phenom doesn't get much from the grabs, he's still getting the percentage, right? He doesn't have follow-ups, but he gets percentage. And at these higher percents, expect Phenom to go for some confirms. Almost got the up smash. Doesn't quite land. Yeah, because the sour spot hitbox doesn't land with that meaty sweet spot that we're looking for. Very unfortunate. This is what Sethlon needs. He needs to have Phenom back in the corner, pestering him, not afraid to go down and contest that Firefox. The trade comes out a bit in his favor, and look at how fast he's able to act out right out of that Blazer.
I love the fact that they gave Roy that ability to use that B attack now, like as an actual move.
Flare Blade. My apologies. It was the Flare Blade. But, hey, that's the up air from Phenom. Finally connecting, taking the stock. That's what basically all of that stage dominance allowed him to do. It allowed him to put on the percentage to the point where he needed to ensure that the up air would be able to KO the minute that the option was available.
Because Fox is definitely one of those players where he's not so linear to where he can only kill off top. He can kill wherever. Top is just preferred, but if you get the percentage up, you can kill wherever you want on stage.
Yeah.
So percentage is a big deal with him.
I think stage in particular is a big deal in this matchup because think about Sethlon's win condition, right? For him, I think primarily it's all about getting Phenom into the corner. You've seen how efficient those down tilts are, and look at that forward air. That disjoint allows him to go ahead and seal up the stock without taking any damage at all in that process.
This is high-level play. That was amazing. Like, not the move itself, but just everything they're doing right now is two high-level players playing each other like to their best. You're not gonna see much better than this.
Interesting choice from Phenom. It actually worked out in his favor. That side B allows him to escape the corner, which remember, that's what Phenom needs to do above everything else. Get out of the corner, make so that Sethlon himself is actually losing stage control because, like we said, Sethlon, he wants to go ahead and smother you towards that edge so he can use those down tilts, use those fairs, and confirm
He'll
those
space
stocks.
you into the edge. It's kind of what he kind of normally does, like right now.
Exactly. That nair into that forward air. Phenom back into the corner, going to use that side B to go ahead and get right into center. Gets the grab, not going to really have a follow-up, but he gets some damage. That's going to be really critical for him.
A good way to look at it is like Sethlon plays like as if he's a wall. He's literally just pushing you off the edge. If you let him do that, he will kill you early on.
Oh yeah, it's Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the walls are closing in on you. And right now, Phenom doesn't seem like he's had too many walls closed in. But Sethlon, beautiful power, perfect shield, setting up so nicely into that F smash.
That was amazing. Literally what Sethlon's game plan was to keep pushing and pushing you until you're off the stage and he'll kill you.
Yeah.
And Phenom, the whole time, he was running smash into that wall and just destroying you.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
Exactly, and I think that's where like Phenom's aggression, which worked out really nicely, allowed him to get out of corner pressure, allowed him to rack up so much percentage, actually came back to bite him. Sethlon recognized this aggression, knew that Phenom logically wasn't looking for grabs, especially at center. Phenom always had these tendencies of going all out aggressive, so he pops the perfect shield, gets the opportunity that he needs to close out with the F smash.
Forward smash. Yeah,
Fox, man. Fox is such a light character, and that F smash from Roy hit so hard that it was just such a smart option overall.
That was it.
It was excellent. It was honestly an excellent match from both players. Sethlon, we've seen him. He's such a dominant player overall in other iterations of Smash. Oh yeah, and I'm loving the fact that he's still on the come up.
The best, if not one of the best for PM.
Yeah. All right, boys. Here we go. Game number 2. FD. Interesting choice again. Here, I feel like maybe platforms would have aided Phenom a bit, but I guess that his platform movement isn't necessarily, I guess, at the same level as, say, a platform-centric Fox like Mega Fox.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Maybe he just wanted more rundown space.
Yeah.
I can see that kind of being a thing.
And that's a really good point as well. Remember, for Phenom, he wants a big stage that doesn't allow him to get cornered often, which explains the counter pick to a stage like Smash Hill. The one thing, though, is on this stage, if Phenom gets cornered, it's that much more devastating than on most stages.
Yeah, maybe possibly it's just because it's a lot harder to dial the sides at this stage compared to where he was previously.
Yeah.
And he has the up, the ceiling's not going anywhere. He can always get his up smash off.
And that side B, and it's actually going to lead into a back air. Bit of stage control here. Let's see what he can do with it. Nice. I love it. He doesn't overly aggress. He waits. He knows that the tilt is coming out, and he spaces around it.
Wow. Both of them just trying to mind game each other. No one even attacks in that little exchange.
Really good from Phenom. The way that he the way that he landed with that nair allowed him to go ahead and use that up tilt and not worry about getting shield grab because Sethlon's back was to him. But the nair coming out once again. Nice from Phenom. Jumps away. Perfect, because he knows how much Sethlon likes to act out of that flare blade because you can act out of it so quickly. So he jumps to avoid the aggression and then sets up so nicely and is able to confirm with that up smash. But he's at a really high percent. We saw Sethlon absolutely decimate stocks. Phenom's going to look for as much extra credit as he possibly can.
You might see a little bit more blaster. I don't know if Phenom's used to using that blaster a lot, but whatever you can get to get that extra credit off without dying right now.
Oh, man. And if Sethlon had connected with a couple more hits of that up B, it would have been the stock for Phenom. Even though he's a fast faller in this game, Fox is incredibly light.
Yeah, he's not the same Fox who was in the other games, but in a lot of sense he is. Like, when you play this game with Fox, you see him, he almost looks like a melee player with his combos.
Yeah.
The way he has confirmed things.
It's very aggressive, right? Whereas a lot more characters are more prone to defense. That up smash almost gave Phenom another KO. Surprised it didn't, especially given the fact that he is at such high rage right now.
Right now we're going to just... Oh, there it is. The same confirm we saw earlier.
A nair up smash. Gotta love it.
Fox, to be a good Fox player, from what I'm seeing a lot of times with Jason and him, I played a lot of Jason online. And what we're seeing a lot of times is a lot of learning your auto cancels. Learning when your auto cancels come out and then going into your next move. And it comes into a lot of mix-ups because you have... because you have that up tilt that comes in from the back. It's a big deal to learn your mix-ups, know where to land, and then get those things off all the time. Man, and
it's important. It's so important.
Not all the characters have like crazy mix-ups from behind him, but he does.
Here we go. Game number 3 between Phenom and Sethlon. Sethlon, as we saw in that last game, didn't really get Phenom into the corner at all. We didn't see Sethlon really have any opportunities to go ahead and get those down tilts into forward air edge guards from before, and that definitely cost him. For Sethlon, he needs to figure out more ways to get Phenom into the corner. He had a couple of chances with that nair, and we're seeing him use that pretty consistently, but I think Phenom is now kind of spacing around that, preventing that option from really working out.
And like if you watch what Sethlon's doing right now, he's trying to find a position on the map, and he's gonna sit there, and he's gonna make a wall like he's been doing earlier. See this right here? He's gonna keep pushing you sideways.
It's all those quick pokes and prods, and eventually you lose the stage and you end up losing the game. Sethlon, that quick dash is able to go ahead and secure a bit more, but finds himself a little bit in the corner. Nice, I love it. Phenom, maybe trying to space an aerial, ends up backing himself in the corner. Sethlon recognized the opportunity and capitalized. Slight lead in Sethlon's favor, might be helped out. Whoa. Beautiful, I love that option. He does a side B to turn himself around and set up for that decisive hit on that back air.
That's perfect. Okay, so right now what we're going to have to see from Phenom right now is like the same setups we saw earlier. He had the setups. I don't think that Sethlon has adjusted those too much. The nair into up smash. I mean, we had a couple other ones we saw earlier.
Yeah, and it can be really tough to avoid more than anything else. It just comes out so fast. And the way that Phenom is spacing them allows them to be pretty safe on shields as well.
Oh, yeah, especially with the new mechanics that we have now. Not mechanics, but the fact that the shield makes things are a lot safer.
Overall, yeah, a little bit more shield stun. Up smash is going to make this an even stock game. Phenom, 16% to Sethlon 0.
Here we go. So we're in game 3 right now. It's back to low percentages. It's practically a clean slate. We'll see who made the adjustments.
It's going to be interesting to find out. Sethlon?
We're going for nairs. We're going for nairs.
They both have really different goals overall, right? I think that for Phenom, he's very damage-oriented, and you can see that.
He wants to be in.
Yes. Well, damage-oriented in the sense that, like, basically, here, this is the person he needs, and look at him landing on that platform, so integral. He's able to renew his jumps, use both of them to go ahead and connect with that up air. That was so solid.
Wow.
Yeah, Phenom, man. Phenom.
Yeah,
it was about the end games, right?